Andy Lee versus Billy Joe Saunders, the WBO World Middleweight Championship, December 19th at the Manchester Arena. Tickets on sale now at frankwarren.com. Or to watch on TV, subscribe at BoxNation.com.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella at the Manchester Arena here. We just witnessed Billy Joe Saunders become the new WBO middleweight champion. With me, I've got trainer Jimmy Tibbs. Jimmy, how does this rank amongst your greatest achievements with fighters?
It's as good as most of them, really, because even though Joe's a skillful boxer, he stuck to the game plan tonight, and that's what's part of the victory. He was so focused about winning this title, but he just covered everything with his strategy, the way he went about it.
Me and you spoke in Marbella a couple of weeks ago about being switched on for 12 rounds,
yeah.
And that was very evident, wasn't it? Lee lost, David.
Yeah.
Very evident, because with Andy Lee's punching power, you just couldn't ever rule that out.
We went in there to outbox him, and that's what we did. I wouldn't say we got lucky in the third round. Joe rolled in with a right hook and knocked him down twice.
It was a great third round.
Yeah.
Did you think he could have finished the job in that third round?
Well, he tried, but he just couldn't catch him clean.
All credit to Andy Lee, though. We've seen him do that before. Yeah.
You know, all credit to Andy Lee. He's, he come out after the third round, taking a beating, and tried to get back into the fight. But we just encouraged Joe to keep boxing. Use your skill. Use your skill.
A lot of cagey, somewhat static rounds during the middle, towards the end. What was your take on that, Jim?
Well, it had to be like that, unfortunately, because Andy Lee's got that much length on Joe, so he had to get underneath him, move his top half, and if you try and do that for 12 rounds, that's hard work. But when he was doing that, Andy Lee couldn't even hit him. The moment he stopped doing it, then he may have got through with a left jab. But you've got to move your top half for 12 rounds, and that's what he done.
Obviously, moving forward now, we know that, before this fight, Billy Joe was to win. There was some huge fights in 2016. I know, your job is the training side of it, but, and Frank will deal with the other side of it. But there are some big fights there for him, Jim.
Of course there is. There's some big fights there, but I'm sure Frank, I'm not going to interfere with that side of it. Frank's done a good job so far, a marvellous job. Billy Joe's happy, I'm happy, Mark's happy, so we're just going to carry on the way it's been running.
Billy Joe played a lot of tribute to Frank in that post-fight press conference, and
right.
rightly so. And there's been a good relationship between the two since Billy Joe turned pro after Beijing. So, and that was a satisfactory moment, more than a satisfactory moment for Billy and for Frank in that way.
That's right. He deserves it. I mean, a lot of people do slag him off, Frank Warren, this and that, but he delivered. I remember when he said to Joe, started up 4 rounds with me, Joe. 4, 6, 8, 10. 12-round fighter, and he become British, Commonwealth, European champion, and Southern area. He's been right through the lot.
I was going to come on to that. I mean, there's a lot of fighters now that they skip certain routes that you just mentioned there, but he literally has gone. I think the only one he didn't have was the English title, but from the Southern area to British to Commonwealth to European, Intercontinental, and he's done it that way, and that's a great way to sort of learn them sort of fights when you need to, and he's up at world level now. So.
Learn your trade, that's right.
Yeah.
He's learned his trade, and you remember a few months ago he got cut bad in the gym.
Yeah.
And for Joe then, it was a sickener for everyone. I think I spoke to you about this before. But he was cut, and it was the end of the world. Right? The end of the world. Now, but he's grown from that. Now he's in here. I've said to him, now we're at camp, look, that's all healed up. Camp, you're getting ready for this fight. And he's become world champion. Now, if you asked him about that now, he'd laugh about it. But he was broken ice. He's become a man over it. That's what happens in life. You can't have everything like, I've just lost my bag. It's not me sick. Now I've got to pull myself together and go home without it and start laughing again. You've made me laugh doing this interview.
Well, listen, Jim. I mean, it's been a long night, but a worthwhile night for Team Saunders. And like I said, congratulations. It was. Like I said, it was always going to be a tough fight. And
always, yeah.
The
strategy won the fight. The right strategy.
All right, Jim. Listen, not going to take too much of your time. Thank you very much for talking to Rifle TV, and we'll catch up with you soon.
God bless you,
Cheers,
mate.
Jim.
Andy Lee versus Billy Joe Saunders, the WBO World Middleweight Championship, December 19th at the Manchester Arena. Tickets on sale now at frankwarren.com. Or to watch on TV, subscribe at BoxNation.com.